For my ground bait mix, I actually mixed this up last night, and what that does is it allows all the particles to soak up some of the water, and that stops it from being fizzy and sending all these little floaty particles up to the surface. Basically that will just attract more little roach. The mix itself is 2 kilos of turbo, it's a Van den Eyne ground bait, a kilo of Sensors Gross Gardons, and 1.5 kilos of Bait Tech Pro Natural Extra. And they're all quite sticky and heavy ground baits. I also added to that a little bit of white crumb, so that's quite doughy and sticky as well, and some crushed hemp because, well, roach love hemp. I'll mix that up with the water I got from boiling my hemp last night, and also put some corn steep liquor in there and some hydro wheat, which are this sort of carp fishing boilie ingredients really, but they're quite sticky, they're quite sugary, and so that helps again to bind everything all together and stop all the little particles floating up. It basically helps to deaden it all off. Nice fucking roach. That's the sort of fish you want to be catching. Yeah, so we're out in the fens here, and this is a drain. If you don't know what a drain is, basically they're very big ditches, and they drain all the agricultural land around here. A lot of the fens is below sea level and used to be very swampy. And they built these drains a couple of 100 years ago just to drain the land. This one's called the 20 foot, don't know why, because it ain't 20 foot wide. It's getting on for 20 foot deep, mind you. Oh, little skimmer. I'm fishing with maggot today because I can catch, you know, up to sort of 6 fish on a single hook bait rather than wasting time changing it. There's so many fish here, they're all in competition with each other, so you don't really need to be fishing fine or anything like that. It really is an out and out fish race. The drain itself, you can see from the banks and probably imagine what it's like. You've got a shelf and it just drops off, and about where I'm fishing, about 4 meters, it's starting to level out, so it's kind of like that shape. I'm just on the point where it's leveling out. I did initially fish further out, but I didn't really like that. It was a bit unwieldy fishing with such a long pole to hand. So I thought if I can catch them in closer, then I'll fish in close. It's a bit quicker. more comfortable, and the pole's lighter, so it's, you know, it's not as tiring. And the great advantage of fishing to hand like this is speed. If I was having to ship a long pole back behind me, it would just waste loads and loads of time. So fishing just like this is much quicker, and it means my hands stay a bit drier as well. I'm feeding pretty regular, not every chuck, but every fish or two really, and I'm basically using the ground bait less of an attractor and more of a carrier for my pinkies, and I just want them to take the pinkies down to the bottom. Got an eyeball. So see if I can catch a fish on it.
Yeah, go on, do it. You shouldn't be talking to me, go on, you got to do it now, haven't you?
I've done it, I caught a perch on one before. I caught a few one-eyed tench. Caught a totally blind crucian once.
Caught one-eyed carp. I called it Nelson.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a carp could live with no eyes, really. They don't need them, do they?
No, I've caught barbel in the 7 with cataracts in both eyes, just blind. There's absolutely loads of fish in here. It's absolutely rammed, and so lots of feed is the order of the day. I want to get loads of pinkies down there. If you imagine I was loose feeding them, they'd be sinking so slow, and the fish would come up in the water and be a pain in the arse to catch, so you really don't want that. It's a big contrast to how I used to fish in the fens when I was a kid. You know, we'd fish a little whip and feed sort of slop and basically sort of catch fish on the drop. I'm still catching regular. It's been pretty steady all day. You know, the size of the fish you catch changes, but it's really been a bite of chuck all day long. Have a few last casts and then pack up. I don't know if there's a way of sorting out the bigger fish consistently, or whether you've just got to put up with the little ones. It's been interesting. I've never really fished this style before. Certainly not for a long time anyway, and not in a venue this deep. Used to fish similar down Raveley Drain years ago. That one, the last one of the day. Get sorted out and then pull the net out and give them a little weigh, see what we got. That rings £27. I don't know, I haven't really got a clue. £3 tin of roach going back into the drain.